Skinner Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on there. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, do your boy a solid. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. If it's your first time, don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button for your boy as well. We talk this good boxing and sports every single day, not just today. I ain't here to waste too much of y'all time this morning with this EP. This morning we here with the EP and fight breakdown prediction between Kazuto Ioka and Joshua Franco. This is a rematch between Kazuto Ioka and Joshua Franco. In the first fight, it ended in a draw. Right, the fight took place in Japan, Kazuto Azoka's hometown. Right, some people feel like that Kazuto Ioka got the hometown nod versus Joshua Franco. I'm one of those people who feel like Kazuto Ioka got the hometown nod over Josh Franco in their first fight. The first fight was highly competitive. I think both guys, laid it all out on the line, right? I edged Joshua Franco and winning that fight slightly. I slightly edged Joshua Franco winning that fight over Kazuto Ioka. I feel like if Kazuto Ioka maybe was anywhere other than his hometown, then he probably would have got that loss. In this fight, you got a counterpuncher in Ioka versus a pressure fighter in Joshua Franco. And this pretty much is the styles make fight kind of thing, right? When you got a counter puncher and you got a pressure puncher, those are pretty much the two fighting styles, that those are the fighting styles that you need to combat the other, right? In order to combat a counter puncher, you kind of want to, increase your value, but make sure you stay accurate into slow down a pressure fighter. You want to be able to land your shots and you want to be able to counter punch him well. In the first fight, in the first in the first fight, uh, in the first fight, uh, Joshua Franco was successful in applying pressure on Kazuto Ioka. Kazuto Ioka looked a step slower than Joshua Franco. In this fight, you got Joshua Franco being the younger guy, Ioka being, the more experienced fighter. But Joshua has a lot of big fight, big stages still. So the big fight and the big stage, isn't going to be a problem for Joshua Franco. It wasn't a problem the first time for Joshua Franco, right? You got Kazuto Ioka, 29, two losses, one draw, 15 KOs, 34 years old, 5'4", with a 64 and a half inch arm reach. He's facing off against Joshua Franco. Joshua Franco is 18 wins, one loss, three draws, 8 KOs, been stopped once himself, 27 years old, stands 5'4" with a 67-inch arm reach. So these guys are exactly the same height, and Ioka has a half an inch in arm reach, right? This is for the WBA super flyweight titles. This is the unification. Joshua Franco is the WBA champion, and you got Ioka, who is the IBF champion, if I'm not mistaken, right? But you got Kazuto Ioka fights of reference, right? Fights of recognizable fights. Donnie No Neats, right? I called that fight on my show. Francisco Rodriguez, and you got Donnie No Neats again, right? Lost to Donnie once, beat Donnie once. We moving on to Joshua Franco. Joshua Franco, opponent of recognition. You got Joshua Franco face Andrew Maloney 3 times, right? Oscar Nigarette 3 times as well, right? So again, this is a rematch between these two guys. The first one ended in a draw. Joshua Franco was able to make the fight real uncomfortable, make it a difficult fight for Kazuto Ioka with his pressure. In that fight, it seemed like Ioka was just a step slow behind Franco, and I'm expecting Joshua Franco's pressure to kind of be, more of the same in this fight. I personally feel like Franco won the first fight with his pressure, but they was in Ioka's hometown. I think this time Joshua Franco he comes out being the younger, more athletic, more prime fighter. I just think it's his time. I think Joshua Franco comes out, he puts that pressure on Ioka. He doesn't stop Ioka, right? But he applies enough pressure, he lands enough shots, right, to get the judges to score the fight in his favor. I got Joshua Franco winning this fight over over Kazuto Ioka by unanimous decision. Now, I will say split decision, right? Because the last fight ended in a draw. But I think Joshua Franco was going to make this fight a bit more clear, right? And I think that he's going to be able to get the nod. I think a big part of the fight, last year, I think a big part of that fight last year, it being in Ioka's hometown, played a huge part in that. Don't think he's going to be able to get two of those good decisions. Right. I got Joshua Franco winning this fight by unanimous decision. I think he gonna be just a little too much for Kazuto Ioka in this fight. So James Franco. Joshua. I said James Franco. James Franco, the actor. Joshua Franco. Unanimous decision win over Kazuto Ioka this Saturday morning, 5 a.m. Appreciate y'all folks fighting through this thing, skin the hard away, Southern Sea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how you rocking, and I'm out. Look.